Welcome everyone to our presentation on the Ellis Boulevard and 6th Street Northwest Connector Project, which also includes work on 1st Avenue West from 6th Street to the Cedar River. So an overview of the video today, we will do introductions, talk about transportation needs, a summary of the Paving for Progress program, project details and timeline for the two projects, and how to contact us. Hello, I'm Doug Wilson, the Paving for Progress Program Manager with the City of Cedar Rapids.
My name is Dax Sunken with Snyder and Associates in Cedar Rapids, and we're the project engineer.
Hi, I'm Karen Key. I'm the Paving for Progress project engineer.
And my name is Nick Correa. I'm a project coordinator with the city.
So transportation needs that we're addressing with these two projects. We make Ellis Boulevard a viable business corridor because we connect it to 1st Avenue. We reduce accidents in the 6th Street and Ellis and 1st Avenue corridor. We have traffic flow improvements, and this sets us up for railroad quiet zones in the future. So 1st Avenue crash data from 2015 to 2019. As you can see, we have quite a few accidents at the intersection of the southbound exit ramp of I-380 and 3rd Street, at L Street, on 1st Avenue. That is why we will be removing the 3rd Street connector to help reduce those. We also will address the accidents at 5th Street by removing the signal and putting a median across that intersection so that more people use the signal at 6th Street, which will be improved timing and progression with 6th Street along with the connector. So we do improve the flow on 1st Avenue with the project, as well as improve safety throughout the corridor. There's also been some questions about the roundabouts at E and Ellis and F and Ellis. As you can see with the project, we're going to see a lot more traffic at B and 6th Street, Ellis and F. So with the roundabouts, we do connect the project. Connection project provides a direct pathway into time check for residents and businesses, increase the need for traffic control at E and F Avenue, so the roundabouts help move traffic through more efficiently, and decrease the need for control at 1st Avenue and 5th Street. As you can see, 1st Avenue and 5th Street will greatly decrease the number of traffic through that intersection with the project. So what is Paid for Progress? Well, it's our 1 cent local option sales tax funded street rehabilitation, preservation, and reconstruction program. It's a strategic data-driven plan where we get information on the condition of streets every 2 years and put together a plan that mixes residential and main streets so that we get the most bang for our buck out of the $18.5 million we get annually. With the Paving for Progress program, we're stopping the deterioration of our roads overall in the city of Cedar Rapids. And we're very fortunate to have the Paving for Progress program because it is a unique funding asset for our community. With the sales tax, more than 25% of the money that comes in from it is paid by people who live outside of Cedar Rapids. So it's important that they are using our roads, but helping contribute to improvements to our roadways. This map shows where we've done projects throughout the city with the green dots, the green City of Cedar Rapids logo, and the orange ones are projects we're working on this year. So as you can see with the Paving for Progress program, we've worked throughout the city through the first 7 years. So where are we at with this project? Both of these projects, we're really refining the plan, between refining the plan and final design right now. We're coming back to you to get some feedback on the program, on the projects, and then we'll move forward with final design and bidding the projects in the spring. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Dax, and he's going to talk about the details of both the Ellis Boulevard 6th Street Connector project and the 1st Avenue West project. Thank you.
Thank you, Doug. Again, I'm Dax with Snyder and Associates, and we're the design consultant for the city of Cedar Rapids on this project. The upcoming planned roadway improvements include 1st Avenue West from 6th Street to the Cedar River, 6th Street and Ellis Boulevard Northwest from 1st Avenue to F Avenue, including new pavement between B Avenue and E Avenue Northwest, and permanent roadway closures of southbound 3rd Street Northwest from B Avenue to 1st Avenue, the I Avenue Northwest Railroad Crossing, the B Avenue Northwest Railroad Crossing, and the 10th Street Southeast Railroad Crossing. The upcoming project improvements include rehabilitation of existing 1st Avenue West pavement from 6th Street to 1st Street. We will be grinding off the top layer of deteriorated asphalt, repairing the base below, and overlaying a new layer of asphalt to finish. Raised medians are planned along 1st Avenue West from 6th Street to L Street and from 3rd Street to 1st Street. Raised medians are designed to manage access at side streets and property entrances while improving traffic safety and flow throughout the project corridor. The 1st Avenue West intersection at 5th Street, as well as the 1st Avenue access at 2nd Street for the proposed Kingston Village Development Project, are planned to include raised medians that limit left turns and cross-street through movements to reduce traffic congestion. Other examples of this intersection and access management design have been implemented throughout the city of Cedar Rapids at locations including 1st Avenue Northeast near the Lindale Mall, Edgewood Road Northeast at the Cross Point Boulevard and Fountains Drive intersection, as well as others. Traffic signals are planned to be replaced along 1st Avenue West at the intersections of 6th Street, 5th Street, L Street, 3rd Street, and 1st Street. The 1st Avenue and 5th Street intersection signals will be replaced with stop signs on 5th Street and a signalized crosswalk across 1st Avenue to provide a safe crossing for pedestrians at the intersection. Additionally, a signalized crosswalk is planned to be installed at the 1st Avenue and 2nd Street intersection. This area is planned as a primary pedestrian crossing location for the Kingston Village Development Project. Similar crosswalks have been installed in Cedar Rapids, including on 1st Avenue East at the Cedar River Trail crossing. Other accessible pedestrian accommodations are to be constructed throughout the project, including sidewalk reconstruction and extension along 6th Street and Ellis Boulevard from 1st Avenue to F Avenue, as well as ADA accessible sidewalk ramps at all intersections and crosswalk push buttons at signalized intersections. Bicycle accommodations include dedicated bike lanes along 6th Street from 1st Avenue to E Avenue, and multi-use side paths along Ellis Boulevard from E Avenue to F Avenue. The project will also connect 6th Street to Ellis Boulevard between B Avenue and E Avenue Northwest by regrading the former Mid-American Energy site and paving new roadway on a curved alignment. The proposed connection includes a crossing of the Union Pacific Railroad tracks north of B Avenue Northwest. The Union Pacific will upgrade their tracks and install active warning devices at this location. 6th Street Northwest pavement will be reconstructed and widened between 1st Avenue and B Avenue Northwest to provide a consistent and new surface condition throughout the project corridor, as well as to provide room for dedicated left turn lanes on 6th Street at the 1st Avenue and B Avenue intersections. The city applied for and was awarded state grant funding for traffic safety improvements at the Ellis Boulevard and F Avenue intersection. This intersection was previously signalized. Traffic signals were recently removed and replaced with stop signs for a four-way stop-controlled intersection. Intersection improvements at F Avenue and at E Avenue include construction of mini roundabouts. The mini roundabouts are designed for most vehicles to maneuver around the raised central circle. Large trucks, buses, and emergency vehicles may need to traverse the central circle in order to make left-turning movements through the mini roundabouts. Mini roundabouts have been recently constructed in Cedar Rapids at the Wiley Boulevard and Johnson Avenue Northwest intersection, as well as other locations. Following the completion of the 6th Street and Ellis Boulevard Northwest connection construction and upon permanently opening it to traffic, the southbound pavement on 3rd Street Northwest is planned to be removed and permanently closed between B Avenue Northwest and 1st Avenue. This closure is part of ongoing safety improvements by the Iowa DOT and City of Cedar Rapids for Interstate 380, which include intersection turning movements at the I-380 19B exit onto First Avenue West. Additionally, as part of the agreement between the City of Cedar Rapids and the Union Pacific Railroad, 3 existing railroad crossings will be closed to allow the proposed at-grade crossing on 6th Street between B Avenue and E Avenue Northwest. The City Traffic Engineering Division, along with community development planners and other city representatives, identified the proposed crossing closure locations at B Avenue Northwest, I Avenue Northwest, and 10th Street Southeast. These locations will be permanently closed by removing street and sidewalk pavement and installing closure signage. Utility relocations are currently underway in advance of the city project and include gas, communication and fiber, and electrical relocations needed to properly construct the project. Public utility infrastructure improvements are planned throughout the project, including water main and hydrant replacements, as well as storm and sanitary sewer improvements. New street lighting is also to be installed within the project limits, including intersection lighting. This project is planned to take 2 full construction seasons starting in the spring of 2022 and concluding in the fall of 2023. The project will be completed in multiple stages in an effort to limit impacts to residents, businesses, and traffic. Construction in the 2022 season will include the pavement rehabilitation on First Avenue, as well as the intersection improvements at E Avenue and F Avenue Northwest. At least 1 lane in each direction on First Ave will be maintained throughout construction. The I-380 exit and entrance ramps on First Avenue West may be closed for a portion of the project schedule. The E Avenue and F Avenue intersections are to be under construction at separate times to allow for efficient detour routes. Construction in 2023 will involve reconstruction and connection of 6th Street to Ellis Boulevard from First Ave to E Ave Northwest and closure of the B Avenue Northwest Railroad crossing. Following completion of the connection and opening to traffic, remaining median work on First Avenue and the closure of southbound 3rd Street from B Avenue to First Avenue will be completed. Finally, permanent closures of the railroad crossings at I Avenue Northwest and 10th Street Southeast will conclude construction activities for this project. Access to residences and businesses will be maintained as much as possible, but will need to be closed at certain times throughout the project. Duration of closure should be limited. The project contractor will coordinate with residents and businesses prior to temporary closure of accesses. At least 1 access should be maintained at all times for properties that have multiple existing entrances. Please submit your feedback to the city representatives listed at the end of this presentation if you or anyone at your residence has cause for special access requirements. Temporary water service shutdowns may be needed throughout the project. The project contractor will notify and coordinate with residents and businesses prior to scheduled shutdowns. Mail service and solid waste collection will be coordinated and maintained by the project contractor throughout construction. Temporary mail delivery and drop-off locations may be required and will be coordinated with property owners and the U.S. Postal Service. Waste collection, including garbage, recycling, and yard waste, will be picked up by the project contractor, taken to a designated site for collection, and delivered back to impacted property owners throughout construction.
Thank you, Dax, for your presentation. I'm going to talk a little bit now about the project timeline. So here in the winter of 2021, we're going to gather your feedback on what we've presented today and also finalize the design for the project. In March of 2022, the project will be let at the state for construction to begin in the spring of 2022. We'll also have a neighborhood update in the spring of 2023 because this will be a 2-year project. As Dax said, spanning between 2022 and 2023, and we expect the project to be completed in the fall of 2023. So how to contact us? We are available via email, phone, mail, and you can also request a Zoom call. Another way you can contact us is to leave feedback online at www.cityofcr.com/virtualpublicworks. You can also contact our city project manager, Karen Key, at 319-286-5814. Our First Avenue project manager, Gary Peterson, at 319-286-5814. 5153. Once again, thank you all for taking the time to view our presentation. We look forward to hearing from everyone.